Noob D&D Dad here, and apparently I have another video in a growing series of mine, which is the I Stand Corrected series. So I just barely made a video about orcs and how these ones look different than the 2024 ones. And I took issue with that because I thought that they are changing them to follow modern trends or humanizing inherent villains and monsters. But you guys definitely came in and corrected me big time, which I actually appreciate. And I actually want to share how I was corrected because I think it's actually pretty awesome. Alright, so from a user called, looks like Nicodemus is maybe how you pronounce it. He says, those orcs depicted as one of the many possible orc societies are a specific branch from the Mystara setting, so they've been around for a long time. The orcs you've been playing with are outcasts from the Kingdom of Many Arrows in the Silver Marches of the Forgotten Realm setting that refuse to fall in line with the civilized approach of the Orc Kingdom. So, I completely stand corrected. I did not know that was the case. I did not know there were already existing orcs that are more civilized and less brutish, and that's cool. Again, I'm a total noob DM, and clearly I spoke too soon. I had a knee-jerk reaction to the artwork in the new book, which I thought was ridiculous. But apparently there's a precedent for it, but I thought it was kind of following that modern trend, like I said. So I absolutely stand corrected, and I appreciate Nicodemus, if that's how you pronounce it, explaining that to me in a very nice and informative way, so thank you. And then another person, Frank something, explained it in also, I thought, a really good way. He said, look, my dear Noob D&D man, you're just suffering from what everybody else in previous editions were suffering from, the not liking some of the new changes in the D&D you are attached to. Don't forget, you are the DM, and you can run the game any way you want. If you want to keep some things the old way, then keep them the old way. It's that simple. Keep up the fun gaming, and then there's a thumbs up and a heart, which I really appreciate because I feel like it's offering me like, hey dude, here's a suggestion for how to do better, but in like a good spirit. And so I really appreciate that. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm in charge of as the DM, and honestly, I love that. I love homebrewing stuff in the campaigns, and I think I really like the pre-written ones like this, because then I can kind of take and run with it or expound on it, and it kind of gives me a starting point. Maybe one day in the future I'll make up my own stuff, but I really like the pre-written ones. So I appreciate that kind of feedback where it's like, you're struggling with the change, but like, don't change it if you don't want to, but in a good tone. I do appreciate all of you being here and helping me along as a noob, because yeah, I can Google things and I can read all the books, but sometimes I like to just ask you guys, just to be totally honest, just for the interaction with other more experienced gamers out there. I appreciate you listening to this bit of a rambling, and just know that I'm trying to be a positive voice, and I'm also trying to just document my journey as a new DM for myself and for my kids and for anyone else out there who is trying to be a new DM, to just see kind of what choices I'm making, and then we can kind of talk together and be new DMs together, and then eventually be old DMs. So thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.